all new music creators and all new music execs need a network. They want a network. I totally get it. I understand. The thing is, there are levels of access in this game for the network that you're going to acquire and the network that goes along with it. Now, right now, you might not have a network, and it's okay because this may bring some type of onset of inadequacy, but you're good. Just don't trip yet. But all of you, creators, execs, you need to understand this. There's always a requirement before the connect opens up to you. And that's what we're going to talk about right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham. Let me say this. I've networked at a lot of different music industry functions and private rooms and festivals and things like that. Every time I would get a card or a number, I'd follow up on Monday or Tuesday when they said, hit me up when I'm back in the office and and we can get some things squared away. These connections never seem to stick simply because what I realized was that I was not enough to meet the connect at what they needed. Connections always need something to make them stick together. And that's what I've come to find out with a lot of you all networking. You just don't have enough for the connect. So let's hop into it. Networking before you're ready. This is kind of a thing that a lot of people do in this game. I got to get to the top, so I need to know the big dogs. Well, that's great, but networking before you're ready always brings about connects that must be entertained and kept track of so you don't lose the connection. Now, this is always a waste of time, and you would usually waste time at lunches or dinners when you could have been building your foundation and momentum. And in many cases, if this person is really about something, they're not going to take a lunch or a dinner with you if they got stuff going on. It's only if you can sit down and you can talk about making money within the next 90 days or have a really lucrative deal coming into play in a short amount of time that they will take the lunch or the dinner. So when you start to network prematurely, right? It's good to say, hey, look, my name is, introduce yourself. You're going to see me. I'm working with such and such on your team or, lower down the totem pole, but I'm going to see you in a minute. I just want to introduce myself. My name is blah, blah, blah. And then you out the way. That's one way. An introduction is one thing. But if you get the plug and they're like, and you have the gift of gab and you say, hey, look, we're doing yada, yada, yada. Let's talk on Monday morning. We got a lot going on. And you waste the plug's time. They're going to be like, man, come on, dude. I don't even want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that position. Now, network for what you need and not possibilities. This is how you move from networking before you're ready to actually networking for what you need, not for what they need. It's usually, I find a lot of people will network for what the connect needs. That's the wrong way to network. You network for what you need and not possibilities. Anytime you network for what you need, instead of blind networking for possibilities at music industry events, you'll always get what you need to get to the next step without wasting time. So if you walk in there with a game plan, you're going to know what you need. And if you know what you need, then you're always going to find the connect that you need. You're going to connect together. You're going to have the access you want, and then you're going to get the things that you want, and then you'll move on to the next connect. So the connect always reveals itself when you're ready. Anytime you're ready for a bigger connect, it always reveals itself like clockwork. They'll be looking for you, and you will be looking for them. You get what I'm saying? It's just, it just happens. Hey, I need a lawyer. I got something going on. All right, well, if you can pay that lawyer right now, and you just have no choice but to pay them, they're going to pick up the phone and be like, all right, cool. Now, that's if they're taking new clients. I know finding attorneys are hard, but if you're ready to pay and you have a situation where you need that attorney, they're going to pick up the phone for you. Or if your deal is lucrative enough for them to do some pro bono work so they take you on as a new client, they're going to take you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say you always want to network for what you need and not the possibilities of what could be. And you're not networking to the connect, or you're not doing what you need for the connect. You're doing what you need for yourself. You get what I mean? That's how you're going to grow. Now, the connect is always hungry. Connects must be fed. This is why you want to feed them immediate things that you have to get the access and momentum that you need. If you don't have the exact food they need, don't feed them snacks because you're going to run out of food. Networking before you're ready is a waste of time. I can really explain this. That connect needs a deal, just like attorneys and transactional attorneys want to close deals. If you come into them and there's no money, they're going to try to find an hors d'oeuvre, an appetizer, or something that you have so that they can make some money. If you don't have any of that, I mean, then obviously it's a waste of time. But you're going to have to continuously feed this connect if you're going to keep coming around. Now, they don't mind taking snacks here and there to fill in the gaps between the meals that they're getting from their other clients. But if they don't have many big clients, they're going to milk you dry of all of your snacks. You see what I'm saying? They're going to get full off of your snacks because you don't have enough money, but they also don't have big enough clients. If they keep feeding on your snacks and you know this, and it's like, man, why they keep nickel and diming me? That's because they don't have no big connects that are just paying them. And it's like, I can keep eating on these snacks all day. You don't want to connect like that. Bring the connect what they need to eat a full course meal. See what I'm saying? Now, if a higher connect just so happen to be intrigued by what you're doing at the bottom, they will watch you or even help you out a little bit. But they will be looking for a favor or more food as you become bigger. They might not even ask for your snacks in the beginning. Just saying, they're gonna keep, in contact with you and be like, yeah, okay, I see you growing, I see you. They're gonna track you. You get what I'm saying? But just understand, nothing is free in this world. Everything is in exchange. So if they hold that relationship with you, it's kind of an invisible right of first refusal. They're looking at you like, hey, look, man, I'm giving you some game and some pointers and some tips. You know what I mean? I like what you're doing. So that if you get things going, come back and holler at me first. Because if you don't come and holler at this person first, after they showed interest and they gave you tips and tricks of the game while you were coming up, but they didn't want to sign any paperwork, when you don't come and holler at them first, then you're going to lose a connect. That's how higher connects work. So you want to be careful of how early you network for certain things. And if you really didn't want to mess with them like that, then fine, you cool. But sometimes a lost connect can mess up other connections in the game. That's the trickery of the music business. You see what I'm saying? All right, how will we know the right time to network? Because you'll need something and you will be able to provide an immediate exchange. That's the right opportune time. So you'll say, you know what? I'm going to this Grammy event. I'm going to this BMI event. I'm going to this ASCAP event, this private party, this private dinner. We're going to meet XYZ there and we're going to accomplish XYZ there. You get what I'm saying? And this goes back to my goals that you all hear so much about. This makes you move through the industry a lot faster, like razor sharp. You see what I'm saying? Now, this doesn't give me a big network. Well, you're not supposed to have a big inner circle anyways. Tight and lean versus a fat and sloppy machine. Which one do you want? I want tight and lean. You get what I'm saying? So if my machine is running really, really, lean, we're in there, we're good. But if I'm too fat and sloppy, then my business is all out on the streets. I don't look professional. People are starting to think, I don't know if this guy can really handle this game like that. You got to move like a well-oiled machine, and lean is going to be the best way to move, man. All right? But does this even work? Of course it does. Yes, and you actually do it in your personal lives. You just want to make it so fast that you skip over the work that needs to be done in the beginning. I'm going to tell this to some of you all. You hear it all the time. But this is the work that you got to do in the beginning. This is normally the work that would take many of you all 6 months to do, and some of you a year, and some of you won't do it at all. And then you got to go back and get it right, and then come back to the drawing board again. And I'll reduce it down to 60 days. What is in this thing? We're talking about building LLCs, and some of you all are like, oh, do we have to go through this again? Hey, man, it's just what it is. You want to be a big business? This is what you got to do. We're talking about BMI and ASCAP set up for writers and publishers accounts. Some of you all just have your writer's account and you still messed up about what you're going to do with that. I'm just keeping it funky. You know what I mean? We're talking about sound exchange, domestic and international mechanical royalty collection. You know what I mean? Song management, master recording acquisitions, producer contract, walkthrough with download, trademark coming soon, standard recording agreements are coming soon, 360 agreements coming soon, and much more. This is going to be a masterful course, all right? And really, this is great for everybody in the game. Outside of being really great for artists, this course right here is really great for managers and record label owners that need to build up the business of the artist, and for record label owners that need to build up the business of the artist, including those of you all who are record label owners who just need to build your record labels. You get what I'm saying? So here we go. $275. One flat payment of $275. I'm not taking your liver. I'm not taking an arm or a leg or a toe or 5 easy payments of $55. You know what I mean? And free updates for life, man. This thing is really thorough. For those of you all who have been through the book version, I'm telling you now, it is not the same thing as the book, even though a lot of the stuff from the book is in the course. It's a lot more in-depth information. Shout out to those who just had the book, who purchased it, and they said, hey, man, it's the same thing. Not the same thing. But if you need to baby step it, $54.98, I got you. I'll save you some money there. It's not going to be the same as the course, though. But let's develop a strategy. Book a call with me. You can always do that at any time, because after you build that label, we got to get your goals and your strategies together for what you're trying to do. All right. Some of you all are moving a little fast, and you got to wind this thing on back, and we got to develop a strategy for where we're going. Some of you all don't even know yourselves. Okay. So maybe you need to take a little time and dwell on that too. All right. Grab the free stuff below if this is your first time watching the video, or you just want to check out the free stuff below. All in all, if you network before you need something, you can build the friends before you need them. But be careful of how you keep your connect fed while you're waiting on giving them the right thing. Okay? So check in with them every now and then. Say, hey, what's up? Yada, yada, yada. But be careful. They will be a benefit to you later in the game. But in the beginning, always network for what you need so you can start climbing the ladder faster. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do. Okay? Now, if you continue to play with your connections and you get too close to them, they're going to start eating what you have. You know what I mean? Especially if they're not a good connect. And you won't know that in the beginning because you're looking at the stars and you're trying to say, I got to get here and got to get there. Be careful of how you network. Network for what you need. And if it's somebody that's way above your pay grade, just keep them in the back pocket and check on them every now and then. All right, music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, grab the 60-day record label course or the book, grab the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace.